come to the front of your mat. Bring your hands into prayer. And bring your index fingers to touch the third eye center. Close your eyes. And just take a couple of deep breaths right here. And just observe, what am I arriving to the mat with today? And the offering as we play together on the mat is to continue to breathe deep and just kind of observe what changes and what stays the same. Release your hands down, opening your eyes, and inhale, circle the arms overhead. And exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, lengthen into a flat back, offer the chest forward, and exhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Stay on fingertips and reach your chest forward as you inhale. And as you exhale, work towards straightening your front legs, scissor the inner thighs towards each other. Inhale, bend into your front knee, reach your chest forward, look forward. Exhale, work towards straightening. Inhale and bend. Exhale and straighten. Inhale and bend. And exhale, palms to the earth and step back, down dog, hips up to the sky behind you. Inhale, coming forward, plank pose, upward push-up position. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Release your toes to the earth and inhale, cobra, offer your chest forward and up. Exhale, down dog, curl the toes under and take your hips up to the sky behind you. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Stay on fingertips, reach your chest forward as you inhale. Exhale, work towards straightening the front leg. Inhale, bend into your front knee, reach the heart forward, keep the back heel lifted. Exhale, work towards straightening. Inhale and bend. Exhale and straighten. Inhale, bend into the front knee, reach the heart forward. Exhale, step to the front of the mat and bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, come on up to stand, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, bow forward and down, standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, offer the heart forward. Exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. Stay on fingertips, inhale, reach your chest forward, look forward. Exhale, work towards straightening, scissoring the inner thighs towards each other. Stay here, and then lengthen your spine forward and either stay on fingertips or plant your palms as you bow over the front leg. You can always keep the front knee bent or put blocks underneath your hands if this ever feels like too much. Like we talked about in the last lunge, keep your back heel lifted so that your back quadriceps are really strongly engaged. Bend back into your front knee, tent out your fingertips, reach your chest forward, and then plant your palms again and step back, down dog. Inhale, ripple forward, plank pose, upward push-up position. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Cobra pose, press all 10 toes into the earth, lift the chest. Exhale, down dog, hips up to the sky behind you. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Stay on fingertips. Inhale, reach your chest forward, look forward. Exhale, work towards straightening the front leg. Keep the back heel lifted. Scissor inner thighs towards each other. Lengthen your spine forward and either stay on fingers or plant the palms as you bow over the front leg. Bend back into your front knee, reach your chest forward, tenting out fingertips. And step to the front of the mat, standing forward fold. Inhale, lengthen into a flat back, Ardha Hanumanasana. Exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, hands in prayer in front of the heart. Release the arms, inhale, circle them up. Exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, offer the chest forward. Exhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Knee stays off the ground, stay on fingertips. Inhale, reach your chest forward, look forward. Exhale, plant your palms and then step back, down dog. Inhale, come on forward, plank pose, upward push-up position. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog, hips up to the sky behind you. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Come onto your fingertips, reach your chest forward, look forward. Exhale, step to the front of the mat and bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, up to stand, sweep, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, bow forward and down, standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, offer your chest forward. Exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. Stay on fingertips, reach your chest forward on the inhale. Exhale, step back, down dog, hips up to the sky. Inhale, come on forward, plank pose, upward push-up position. Exhale, lower down halfway or all the way, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog, hips up. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, step it forward in between the hands. Stay on fingertips, reach the chest forward. As you exhale, step to the front of the mat and bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, hands in prayer in front of the heart. Opening the eyes, chair pose, bend the knees, lower the hips. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, ribs the thighs, fingers go out behind you, bow forward and down with the torso. Inhale, lift the torso up, reach your arms forward and up. Exhale, ribs the thighs, fingers out behind you, so keep your legs in chair. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up, lift the torso. Exhale, ribs the thighs, fingers out behind you. Inhale, reach it up and then stand up. Ardha Hanumanasana, arms overhead. Exhale, bow, swan diving down, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, offer the chest forward. Exhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Lower the right knee down to the earth. Inhale, circle the arms overhead, low lunge. And then exhale, interlace your fingers. Take your hands to the back of your head, your elbows wide. Hug inner thighs towards each other and then lift the chest up. Stay as you are, or with your back toes curled under, lift your back knee up off the ground. Keep your back knee bent so that you can lift your pubic bone to your belly button and then open your chest towards the sky. Come upright with your torso, release your arms down by your sides, and then step your back foot in about a foot, Parvottanasana pyramid. Lower your right heel to the left and then straighten your left leg. Bow over your left leg again, scissoring inner thighs towards each other. It's one of our little themes today. Breathe deep into your legs. Bend back into your front knee and then step down dog. Lift your heels up high, inhale, ripple forward, upward dog. So drop your hips, lift your chest, keeping your arms straight, and then exhale, chaturanga, bottom part of a push-up. Inhale, plank pose, top part, and then exhale, down dog, hips up to the sky behind you. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Warrior 2, left heel lowers to the right, and then cartwheel your arms out into a T shape, opening your torso towards the left. Keep pressing the outer edge of your back foot into the ground as you lift the chest and reach through all 10 of your fingers. Peaceful warrior, reverse warrior, slide your left hand down your left thigh, right fingertips up and towards the back of your own mat. Straightening your front leg, keep reaching your right fingers towards the back of your own mat, hugging belly button in and up. And come on upright with your torso. Take your arms into a T and then side angle pose, bending into your front knee. Take your right hand, either forearm on top of thigh or hand on the inside of the foot like I'm doing here. And then take your top arm either directly up to the sky or overhead, so side angle or extended side angle. Keep pressing the outer edge of your back foot into the ground, and now see if you can roll your chest open towards the left and up towards the sky. Cartwheel both your hands, the inside of your front foot. Pivot your back heel up off the ground and then step to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Then exhale and bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, come on up to stand. Circle the arms overhead. Exhale, hands in prayer in front of the heart. Chair pose, bend the knees, lower the hips. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, ribs to thighs, fingers move out behind you. Bow forward and down with torso. Inhale, come on up, Utkatasana. Exhale, ribs to thighs, fingers out behind you. Inhale, lift the torso up, reach the arms up. Exhale, ribs to thighs. Inhale, come on up to stand, Ardha Hanumanasana, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive down, standing forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the chest forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. Lower the left knee down to the earth. Inhale, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, interlace your fingers. Take your hands to the back of your head. Take your elbows wide out to the sides. Scissor inner thighs towards each other and then lift the chest up and gently lean back with the upper torso. Stay as you are or curl your back toes under and work towards straightening your back leg. But again, you can always keep the knee softly bent. It gives the lower back more space. And then lift up through the chest and breathe deep into your armpits. Come upright with your torso. Take your hands down by your front foot. Step your back foot in about a foot, Parvottanasana pyramid. Lower your left heel to the right and then straighten your front leg. Stay upright or bow over the front leg. Bend back into your front knee and step downward dog. So again, we're going to take that vinyasa backwards. So lifting the heels up high, inhale, roll over the toes, upward dog, lift the chest, and then exhale, chaturanga, bottom part of a push-up. You can always put your knees on the ground. Inhale, plank pose, lift yourself up, and then exhale, down dog, hips up to the sky behind you. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Back heel lowers to the left and then cartwheel your arms out into a T shape. Keep pressing the outer edge of your back foot into the ground. And now see if you can roll your left thigh, your front thigh out to the left. So you can see big toe beside on the inside of your front thigh. Keep the legs strong. Peaceful warrior. Slide your right hand down your right thigh. Reach your left fingertips up and towards the back of your own mat. Straightening your front leg, come upright with your torso, open your arms into a T, and then bend back into your front knee, side angle pose, forearm on top of thigh or hand on inside of the front foot. Top arm either directly up to the sky or overhead like I'm doing here. Wherever you are, roll your chest open towards the right and up towards the ceiling, breathing deep into the right side waist. Cartwheel your hands down by your front foot, pivot your back heel up off the ground, and then step to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen into a flat back, and then exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, come on up to stand, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, hands in prayer in front of the heart. Close the eyes and just observe how you feel. Again, what's changed and what stayed the same. Opening the eyes, chair pose, bend the knees, lower the hips, inhale, arms overhead. And as you exhale, just sit down a little bit deeper with your bum. Connect to a gaze point on the ground out in front of you and just breathe into this shape. Feel the strength of your legs as you root down through your feet. Next time you exhale, bow forward and down, standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, lift the chest. Exhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Knee lowers down to the ground. And then work towards straightening your front leg, Ardha Hanuman half split pose. If you can, stay on fingertips and then scissor the inner thighs towards each other and bow over the front leg. Stay as you are, or take both your hands the outside of your front leg, essentially twisting your torso and your pelvis towards the left, opening up the outer left leg, outer left hip. Keep left big toe going directly up to the sky as you do this. Come on back to center, bend into your front knee. Keep your right palm on the ground and inhale, lift your left arm up to the sky, opening your chest towards the left. Stay as you are, or revolve thigh stretch. Bend your back knee, reach around and grab a hold of your back foot with your top arm. This doesn't feel great in every body, so if it doesn't, just keep your left arm up to the sky, no problem. In either variation, you want to take this a bit further, put your right forearm down on the ground. So the idea here is to stretch out the quadriceps, the back leg, psoas, hip flexors, and opening up the inner thigh of the front leg. Release your back foot, hands down on either side of your front foot, and then from here we're going to work towards full Hanuman, full splits, and you may or may not come with me, see how it goes. Lift the back knee up off the ground and now begin to slide your feet further apart, and you go to a point where you're like, that's a stretch with no strain. So where is that for me, my own body? And once you get there, keep scissoring the inner legs and lift the chest. If you have blocks, they're great. You can put them underneath your hands or underneath your front thigh. As gracefully as you can, slowly come out of that and make your way into down dog. Inhale, come on forward, upward dog, roll right over your toes, lift your chest. Exhale, chaturanga, bend your elbows. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg goes up, three-legged down dog. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands, warrior two, back heel lowers, cartwheel your arms out into a T shape. Inhale, peaceful warrior, slide your left hand down your left thigh, right fingertips up. Then as you exhale, bend your right elbow, right hand comes to the back of the heart. You can stay here or full cow face arms. You're going to take your left hand behind you, bending your left elbow, and you're going to try to find your right fingertips. You can also just hold onto your clothes. See how it goes in your body. Straightening your front leg, lift your right elbow up a little bit higher, and then unravel your arms. Open them up into a T shape. Bend back into your front knee, warrior two. Side angle pose, extended side angle, forearm on top of thigh or hand on the inside of the front foot. Take your top arm towards the back of your mat and flip the palm around so it's facing the right wall, thumb is down. Either stay here or half bind. Bend your left elbow, take your left hand behind you by your right hip or on top of your thigh. Chill here or right arm on the inside underneath right leg and finds left fingertips or wrists behind you, full bind. If this doesn't work for your shoulders, just keep your arms open, no problem. Unravel your arms, take your hands to the inside of your front foot, pivot your back heel up off the ground, and then come onto your fingertips with hands on the inside of the front leg and lift the chest up, upward facing lizard pose. You can always put your back knee on the ground if this ever feels like too much in your legs. Inhale, flat back, lift the chest, and exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Stay here, grab Ragdoll, opposite elbows. Soften the jaw. Relax the arms down with the knees softly bent. Roll yourself up to stand. Inhale, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, hands in prayer in front of the heart. And just feel the difference between the right and the left side. Opening the eyes, chair pose, bend the knees, lower the hips, inhale, reach the arms overhead. And then again, as you exhale, just sit down a little bit deeper with your bum. Root down through all four corners of your feet and lift up through your side waist. And as you exhale, bow forward and down, standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, offer the chest forward. Exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. Knee lowers down to the earth. Ardha Hanuman, half split pose. Work towards straightening your right leg, your front leg. Curl toes to shin and hug inner thighs towards each other. And then bow over your front leg. Again, feel free to stay right here or take both your hands the outside of your front leg, so over to the right. And you're essentially twisting your torso, your pelvis towards the right wall, really stretching out the outer right leg, the back of the pelvis on the right side. Right big toe continues to reach directly up to the sky. Come on back to center, bend into your front knee. Keeping your left palm on the ground, inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky, opening your chest towards the right. Stay as you are, or revolved thigh stretch. Bend your back knee, reach around and grab a hold of your back foot with your top arm. Stay exactly as you are, or lower your left forearm down to the ground. Whatever variation you're in, open your chest towards the right and breathe into your back leg. Slowly release the back foot, hands on either side of the front foot. So walk your right foot in between your hands, and then working towards full Hanuman pose, lift your back knee up off the ground and begin to slide your feet further away from each other. Now this is just an option. You can always go back to Ardha Hanuman, which is what we did at the beginning of this flow, bowing over the front leg with the hips high. If you are closer towards full Hanuman pose, slide your hands by your hips and lift your chest higher up towards the sky. And now as gracefully as you can, come into down dog, sliding your feet closer together, taking your hips up to the sky with your palms at the front of your mat. Inhale, coming forward, upward dog, roll right over your toes, lift your chest. Exhale, chaturanga. Feel free to put your knees on the ground. Inhale, plank pose, lift yourself up, and then exhale, down dog. Yeah. Inhale, left leg goes up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands, Viramadrasana 2, Warrior 2, cartwheel your arms out into a T shape. Scissor the inner thighs towards each other. Peaceful warrior, slide your right hand down your right thigh, and as you reach your left arm up, bend your left elbow, left hand to the back of the heart. Stay here or full cow face arms, bend your right elbow, take your right hand behind you and try to find left fingertips. Wherever you are, breathe deep into your left side waist and see if you can take your left elbow a little further back towards the back of the room. Unravel your arms, straighten your front leg, bend into your front knee, opening your arms into a T shape, and then side angle pose, left hand on the inside of the left foot, right arm up to the sky. Stay as you are, or right palm reaches towards the back of the room, flip palm around so it's facing the left wall, and then shimmy your right shoulder onto your back, bend your right elbow, half bind. Full bind, left arm on the inside, underneath left leg, finds right fingertips or wrist behind you. And then whatever variation you're in, roll your chest open to the right. Looking down, unravel your hands, take your hands to the inside of your front foot, walk your left foot out to the left a little bit, bending into your front knee, pivot your back, heel up off the ground, upward facing lizard, tent out your fingertips, allow your pelvis to get super heavy, and then lift your chest forward and up, so deepening the psoas and quadriceps stretch. Plant your palms, lift your hips, and then with hands on the inside of the front foot, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand, Malasana, yogic squat. Press elbows to knees, knees out to the sides, and then lift your chest up, and feel free to sit on a block or to sit on the ground. Connect to a gaze point on the ground out in front of you, and then bring your hands to the earth and bow, standing forward fold. Take your feet hip width apart and then grab toe lock, index and middle finger around your big old toes with your big old hands. Put your thumbs down on the ground. Inhale, lengthen into a flat back, and then exhale, bend your elbows out to the sides and work your ribs towards your legs. Breathe deep into the back of both your legs. Release the toes. Inhale, lengthen into a flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Right knee lowers down to the earth, moving towards full Hanuman pose number 2. Begin to straighten both your legs, sliding your legs further apart. Keep your back toes curled under so you can keep drawing your right hip forward, your left hip back, so that ideally your pelvis is squared towards the front of your mat. If you have the space, walk your hands by your hips and lift your chest up. Wherever you are, again, breathe deep into those lovely legs of yours. As gracefully as you can, come on out, bending into your front knee. Slide your back knee a little closer in towards you and keep your back toes curled under so you're in a short stance for lunge. And then lift your torso up and take your right elbow underneath your left one, eagle arms. Curl your back toes under, lifting your back knee up off the ground. Shift the weight forward and then stand up, full eagle. Cross right knee over left knee. Toes float, they touch, they hook. Do what works. And then lift your elbows up to shoulder height and move your hands away from your face. Soften your jaw, deepen your breath, and then if you can, bring your elbows to your knees and round the upper spine. If that ever feels like too much, stay more upright, no problem. Slowly come on up to stand. Place both your feet on the ground, hip width apart. Keep the eagle arms, then inhale, lift the eagle arms up, and exhale, bow, standing forward fold with eagle arms. Work your thumbs towards your forehead and envision I'm holding onto your elbows and drawing your elbows down to the ground. So you're opening up the back of the shoulders, back of the heart. Unravel the arms, put them down on the ground, fingertips to the earth. Inhale, reach your chest forward, and then exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. Lower the left knee down to the ground, and then here we move, Hanuman pose. Begin to slide your legs further apart, front to back. Again, keep the back toes curled under, keep hugging the inner thighs towards each other, and go to a point where you feel a stretch but no strain. Slide your hands by your hips if you can, and then lift the chest up. The joy of being human is one side's always tighter than the other, so just observe, how is this side different from the other? And then breathe into that observation. As gracefully as you can, come on back into that short lunge, so sliding your back knee in as you bend into your front knee. Come upright with your torso, left elbow underneath right one, eagle arms with back toes curled under. You're going to slowly lift the back knee up off the ground. Shift the weight forward, full eagle. Lift your left foot up and then bring it forward, crossing your left leg in front of your right one. Toes float, they touch, they hook around the calf. Do what works in your own body. And then lift the elbows up and move the hands away from the face. Feel free to stay upright or bring elbows to knees, round the upper spine and puff up the back body with your breath. Come upright with your torso, unravel just your legs, both feet on the ground, hip width apart. Inhale, lift the eagle arms up to the sky, and then exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Thumbs come to the third eye center, space in between the eyebrows, and allow the elbows to get heavy towards the ground, stretching out the side waist, back of the heart. Unravel the arms, take your fingertips to the ground, inhale, flat back, lift the chest, and exhale out your mouth and bow, standing forward fold. Stay as you are or interlace your fingers behind your head, adding a bit more weight to the upper spine to lengthen the spine. If this creates strain, just keep your hands on the ground, no problem. Release the hands down to the earth and then slowly step back, down dog, hips up to the sky. Inhale, ripple forward into plank pose, upward push-up position, and exhale, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Tops of feet on the ground, take your arms by your sides, palms facing in towards each other for Shalambasana. Press your pubic bone into the ground and inhale, lift torso and legs up off the ground, lift your arms up. Keep shrugging shoulders onto back and keep pressing the pubic bone down, and then reach all 10 toes a little further towards the back of the room. Stay as you are, or now open your arms out to the sides into a T shape. Take your legs as wide out to the sides as possible. Skydiving pose. And then exhale, take your arms back by your sides and slowly lower your legs down to the earth. One cheek on the ground or one palm on top of the other, forehead rests. Just take a moment there. Take your arms back by your sides. Shalambasana number 2, press the pubic bone down and inhale, lift everything up off the earth. Shrug shoulders onto back and reach your chest forward. And then again, skydiving pose. Open your arms and your legs out to the sides. Arms come back in, feet come back in. Lie down, one cheek to the ground. Forehead comes back to the earth. You can do what we did last time, or Dhanurasana. Bend your knees and hold your feet with your hands. Wherever you are, inhale, lift everything up off the ground. If you're holding onto your feet with your hands, kick your feet into your hands. Try to keep your thighs on the ground and really open your chest. If you have the space now, slide your hands down to your ankles, flex the feet so the soles of the feet face the ceiling, and then again, try to straighten your legs out behind you. Next time you exhale, lie down, other cheek to the ground. We're going to do that again, bending the knees. And if you can, hold on to the inner ankles, or again, you can just come up straight arms, straight legs. And now kick your feet into your hands. If you're coming with me into bow pose, try to lift your thighs off the ground and keep your forehead on the earth. Keep the toes going up towards the sky. And now peel your torso up off the ground and try to bring your thighs down to the earth. Next time you exhale, release other cheek down to the ground. Close your eyes and just feel. Bring your forehead down to the ground. Take your hands by your hips. Lift your torso up off the ground with your toes curled under. Sit back on your heels, a variation of Vajrasana. You can always sit on a block if this doesn't feel good for either your toes or your knees. And now as you inhale, round the spine, look at your own belly button. And exhale, arc the spine, look up to the sky. Inhale, slide your hands down your thighs. Look at your own belly. And then exhale, arc the spine, slide your hands to your upper thighs, lift the chest up. Inhale, round the spine, look at your belly. Exhale, arc the spine. Come to a neutral spine, and then come forward onto hands and knees for cow face. Lift your right leg up off the ground and cross your right knee in front of your left knee. Splay your feet wide out to the left and to the right and come sit in between your legs. Coming into full cow face, we're going to lift the left arm up, bend the left elbow, left hand comes behind, left hand to the back of the heart. Stay as you are, or now take your right hand behind you, bend your right elbow, and either find left fingertips or just splay your fingers out wide. Stay upright or bow forward. Now, as we come into this, if it doesn't work for you, because it's not great for everyone's knees, any other hip opener is always wonderful with me. So you can take thread the needle or pigeon pose, your choice, okay? Once you find your variation, just close your eyes and breathe into your pelvis. Come upright, release the arms down by your sides, lift the chest up. Come back forward onto hands and knees and then switch which leg's on top. So now cross your left knee in front of your right one, or just take the other hip opener you're doing on the other side. If you're coming with me, sit back on your bum. Again, what we'll do is take the right arm up to the sky, bend the right elbow, right hand to the back of the heart. You can stay here, or left arm comes behind, so you'll also bend the left elbow, splay your fingers out wide, or hold on to your right fingertips. Stay upright or bow over your legs. Come upright with your torso. Unravel your arms, take them down by your sides. Take both your legs out in front of you and just give them a little 1-2 wiggle. And then with straight legs, take the flesh of your bum out behind you, Dandasana, staff pose. Plant your palms on the ground by your hips, lift the chest up, and then just gently close the eyes and breathe into the back body. So puffing up back of the heart, where the kidneys are. Opening the eyes, bending the knees, Baddha Konasana, soles feet together, knees out to the sides, and then bow over your legs. lifting the torso back up. Find a seat of your choice. Feel free to sit on something, and we'll take Nadhi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. Index and middle finger come to the third eye center or into the palm. Block off your right nostril with your right thumb, and then inhale through your left nostril. Block that off with your ring finger and your pinky, and then exhale out your right nostril. Inhale through the right. Block it off, and then exhale out your left nostril. So continue like that at your own pace. If you can, inhale for 5, hold for 3, and exhale out for 5. Next time you exhale out of your left nostril, release your hand down. And either eye is opened or closed. I'm going to leave that to you. There's these beautiful waves happening behind me. So if you'd like to keep your eyes at a soft gaze and just enjoy the waves, feel free. If not, close your eyes. Continue to create the sound of the ocean with your breath. And for the next little while, just listen to your own breath. Remain seated for as long as you like. Whenever you're ready, Shavasana, corpse pose, lying down on your back, splaying your feet and your palms away from each other for final rest. Take a deep breath in the nose and exhale it out the mouth. Slowly bringing awareness back into your body. Bending your knees and placing your feet on the ground. Place one hand to your heart, the other palm on top of that. And just think of one thing that you are grateful for today. Namaste. If you like that video, you'll probably like these. And if you want more videos, go to my membership site. Either way, let's stay connected.